Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Jason and I'm your watch guy today. We are halfway through the Aliexpress summer sale, or the end of season sale I think they're calling it. The amount of sales that these people have, I lose track across the year. I only know the big ones, the 1111, but I only know the 1111 one by name to be honest. Anyway, Pagani Design, or to be precise, Pagani Design Aliexpress official store have sent me a watch to review. They want me to show you this while it's in the sale, while it's £72. This is one of their latest releases and it homages the Rolex Oyster Perpetual. Now I've become a little bit of a fan of the Oyster Perpetual and I'm not a big fan of Rolex in any sort of way, much more of an Omega type of person. However, the Oyster Perpetual stands out to me because it's simple. And before the latest release, it wasn't too hyped. Unfortunately, Rolex decided to release it in a lot of mad colours and now everyone loves them, so yeah. But today I'm reviewing the PD-1690, and this is Pagani Design's answer to the Oyster Perpetual. The one thing that will stand out to a lot of you is that it is a stated 38mm case. Now we've been asking Pagani Design for a while for smaller cases, small case sizes, just to fill the gap in the market, because Aliexpress watches are usually big chunky things. So they've given us that. Now, if you would like to pick this watch up, my link is in the description. It is in the sale for £72. If you want to pick this one up, pick it up now while it's still cheap. Try and use some coupons, etc, etc. The usual tricks, but get it while it's on sale before it goes back up in price. Let's turn this camera around and let's review this watch. So this is the Pagani Design Oyster Perpetual Homage. It is the PD-1690. Now, the big selling point for this was that it's 38mm in diameter. So I'm going to start this one off with a little bit of bad news. It's not 38mm in diameter. I don't know if they've measured the bezel instead, but measuring the case size, it's 39.2mm wide. When I first put it on, I thought it felt bigger than a 38, and I measured it before this review, and yeah, that's a little bit of a letdown because I actually said in my Aliexpress sale video, it's about time Pagani Design started listening to us and kind of praised them a little bit, but obviously they haven't listened because well, it's closer to a 40 than it is a 38, isn't it? So yeah, not great. It is 11.2mm thick. It is 48.9mm lug to lug, which is coming close to that 50mm mark, but it is under it and does wear quite nicely. These lugs are 20mm wide. Now it is made fully in 316L stainless steel, and as you probably have guessed, it is packed with an NH35 movement. Unusually enough, this one doesn't have a display case back. I'll show you that case back in a moment. Now the entire casing on this one is polished, high polish, as you can see as I move it around. But I have spoken to the store. I made a suggestion. I told them that they should start brushing the lugs because it'd be more towards the actual Oyster Perpetual and it'd give a better effect to the bracelet, and they've decided to go with that. So the models that will be created from now on will be brushed lugs. That's what I've been told from the Aliexpress official store. So yeah, nice. It's nice to see that they are listening in some cases. It's you know, refreshing, to be honest. Now we do have a screw down crown on this one. It does have a good level of grip, and it's signed with the Pagani Design logo, which is a nice touch. As I say, this one's fully high polished, but you will see that brushing if you order one from now on, I believe. The bezel is also high polish, and as we move to the back of the watch, you can see that it is a screw down case back. It's actually got a nice little design on the back of this one. Pagani Design usually just have a display case back. You can usually see the NH35 taken away in the back of them, but they've changed them slightly lately. I also noticed that they changed it on one of the GMT models, so it's nice to see that they're updating that. It's a little bit more interesting, I think, to have that case back design on there. I mean, I do like a display case back, but when it's every bloody watch, it's a little bit annoying. So it's nice to see them changing it up a little bit. And then the usual information on the outer edge. Another upgrade that Pagani Design have made to their watches recently, including this one, is that they're now stating that it's a 200-meter water resistance rating in these. Now, screw down crown, screw down case back, and I'd believe that. I believe that it's going to be a 200-meter water resistance. I don't see a reason to disbelieve that. Now, this is a sapphire crystal. It is slightly tabletopped. It's got a slight lip on it, which is a nice sight because it shows a little bit of quality in that sapphire crystal. Now, as we move into the dial of this watch, it has a slight sunburst effect on it, a slight radial sunburst effect. The dial is actually quite nice. They offer this in 3 different colours. They have this one, the black, they have the blue, and they have the grey. I actually quite fancy the grey, to be honest. It's a nice looking piece. I have seen another reviewer have that one in. I went with the simple black. Now, they are looking to make more coloured options in the future, so that is definitely something to look out for. We have applied indices throughout this dial. They are loomed in the centre with a stainless steel border effect on them. It is a simple minute track around the outer edge that is printed to the dial. We have extra large squares at the 5-minute markers, double batons at the 6 and 9, a triangle up at the 12. Date window is positioned at the 3 o'clock. Now we have the Pagani Design logo printed at the 12 o'clock also, followed by the Pagani Design print. Down here we have a new print. I can't tell if it says PD time or PT time. Someone may be able to enlighten me on that, but I don't know why they started adding that onto the dial. Maybe it means something. Automatic 20 bar, which represents that water resistance rating. Down below the 6 o'clock you can see Japan movement, and separated by a logo in the center. We have a simple baton handset on this one. It's a very simple design throughout, and that's kind of what I like about the Oyster Perpetual design. Now, the handset has a polished stainless steel effect to it with a Lume center, and we have a simple needle second hand taken away there. Now, let me turn out these lights and I can give you a Lume shot on this one. So we have a pale blue Lume on this one, and it's not the best in the world. I'll be completely honest with you. It does look like it's showing up quite well on camera, but in person it's poorly spread and fading way quicker than it should do, which is a little bit of a letdown. Again, Pagani Design, not very well known for their Lume. More known for the photocopying ability, to be honest. Yeah, that's a little bit of a shame. I would like to see them improve their Lume in the future, but I'm kind of sick of saying that in Pagani Design videos. I'd have expected them to step it up by now. So we move from the head of this watch to the bracelet. It is a fully brushed Oyster style bracelet with the old Pagani Design clasp design on here. Now, over the years, or over the year and a half of me reviewing these watches, the clasps and bracelets have always got slightly better every time for me. Fully brushed on this one, screw links, polished sides, and we have fitted solid end links on the ends of this bracelet. As I say, the bracelets have always got slightly better, and hopefully they just keep improving. On a lot of the newer models, they use a different clasp if it's homaging something different. So it's nice to see one of the older ones, to be honest. I kind of miss these sometimes. For the price, they do quite a bit, really, if we're honest. Let me pop this one on wrist and I can show you how it looks on my 6.2 inch wrists. So this is the Pagani Design PD-1690 on my wrists. It actually fits really well, to be honest. If I was just judging them on the fit to wrist or the comfortability of this watch, I'd give them a 10. It's fantastic, it really is. Fits very well. For the price, I don't think they could have done any better with that case shape and case design. I just think, yeah, they've nailed that one, to be fair. Unfortunately, I'm not just judging them on that though. I am judging them on the entire watch. And on that note, I have a couple of moans. First of all, they've lied about the size. I mean, I think it's a nice size, it really is, but why call it a 38 when it's clearly a 39.5 or 39.2? It doesn't sit right with me that they haven't stated it correctly. I don't know what they've measured, but it's definitely not a 38 mil. Also, this bracelet, like the play in that link, ridiculous. What's that about? I ended that bracelet segment with they always get better. This one is a fall from grace, to be honest, and it is all on that link there. I don't know if it's just being stretched in transit or missed in QC, but that if I'd bought this watch and it arrived like that, I would not be happy. I'd be insisting that I got a new bracelet, to be honest. Obviously, the Lume, not great. We kind of expect that from Pagani design now. We're not buying them for the Lume. It is a cheap alternative, a very cheap alternative, so we can kind of let the Lume slide. But the one thing that I'm not going to let slide, and I think is absolutely ridiculous at this price range or any price range, I don't know if any of you noticed this throughout the video, those indices are misaligned, like quite badly. They are all off to the right hand side of where they should be, or where the block marker is. I don't know if it's the marker that's off or the indices that's off, but yeah, they're misaligned. And it's one of those things, once I've seen it, I can't unsee it, and it's really bothering me now. So, in conclusion, do I think that they have things to work on with this? Yeah, they do. And hopefully they watch this review and they think, right, okay, we've got a good product, but there are a few issues, let's fix them, go back to market. Which I believe they'll do, because they listened about the lugs, so why wouldn't they listen this time out? I'm probably not going to keep hold of this one. I think I will be moving this one on, and I'll probably buy myself one of the grey ones, because I think that dial colour is much nicer. I may even wait until they have some other dial colours. Maybe they'll bring out some bright ones like the OPs that have come out last year. They have got a lot of scope with this watch, and at £72 it's quite a good deal, to be honest, especially with the NH35 in the back and sapphire crystal stainless steel kit. It's a good deal. It's a very good deal. If you wanted to pick this one up, my link is in the description. Do it while the sale's on. Use coupons, save some money. That's my advice to you. So guys, that is it for the PD-1690. Now, if this was 38 mil, like actually 38 mil, I think it'd be a step up. But to be honest, I do like this watch. I do really like what Pagani Design have done with this design. I like it. I do. I would like it much more if I had brushed lugs, and I probably prefer the grey dial. But that's neither here nor there, because there are changes that can be easily made, and one is already being implemented. If you wanted to pick this one up, it's available on the Pagani Design Aliexpress official store. That is on Aliexpress, of course. They have a sale at the moment. This is £72. I'm not quite sure what it'll go to after the sale. So keep an eye on that. If you're not watching this during the sale and you want to buy it, then just keep that in mind. Now, you may have seen my AliExpress video that I made for the sale. You'll have seen what I put this up with, or what I showed you this with. Now, if you want to see a comparison video, then let me know in the comments. If it's requested enough, then I'll do it. I'll also do a review of that one at some point. I don't quite know when. I'm not really in a rush. So yeah, let me know if you'd like to see the comparison. Thank you for watching this, guys. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.